left in the comments that they'd like to know about my tattoos. Well, they're all pretty recent, because one of the things, you know how you plan to do things when you get to a certain age. I'd always said we both said, Steve and I, when we get to 60 we're going to have a tattoo. So we did. Steve's got an infinite loop for love, never ending, on his wrist, and I've got the one that shows our initials WS, and again a loop that goes on, and some stars and butterflies. And I was very, very, if you can see it, yeah. I always put the signs going there, but anyway, that's that one, and that was the first one I had, and I had that done in a very nice tattoo shop called Lost Tattoos. I really liked it there, so that was a good. In fact, I'd been thinking about having a tattoo when we were 60, and then there was a lad walking up and down with a billboard saying drop in tattoos, so that was impulse that day. So I really, really liked it, and then I wanted to have more. I enjoyed having the tattoo and how it looked. But Steve said, yes, I'm pleased with the one I've got, but I don't want any more. So I said, I'm going to have our sons' names printed, because we don't see them very often, and I thought it makes me feel closer to them because I'll keep seeing them there all the time. So this one, again, is some hearts with blue hearts, because they're all boys, and stars. No, sorry, that's for another one. This just the blue hearts there, and their names either side. I was very pleased with that one. And then I decided to, because again I loved it, I thought, well, I'll have some, let me have some for the grandchildren. And each set of the families got their own symbol, because they all are so different, the 4 sets of grandchildren. So I've got the set here, this is Australian made, the symbol, stars, and the kangaroo, and that says Australian made for our Australian made grandchildren. This one is for our fruit loving. They're great gardeners, they love eating lots of fruit and vegetables. And so that's the apple, but my son's whole life has involved around his work is Apple Macs, so and he's really enjoyed it. He's been doing it he's had an Apple Mac for 30 years. He's been working with them, never used any other. So that's why the apple's there, so it all tied in. Then we have the 3 little girls who are little princesses. And when I was thinking about what to do for them, they were on their way to Disney World for a holiday, the first family of ours ever to go. We never managed to take the boys, we wanted to, but they managed to go. And I really, really liked Peter Pan and Wendy, obviously, because of the family connections with those names. So I decided to do the Disney castle and their names, and it says a dream is a wish your heart makes, and there's Tinkerbell on it, so that connects us all together there. And the last one, this was the very last one because they've not long been born, this is the Swedish one, and that's where we are now, seeing them in Sweden. And so I've got the flowers because they're great nature lovers. Swedish people, they spend every moment outside and they love it. So it's flowers and trees, and I just like the flag. I think it's nice and bright. So that's that one. That's all on that arm. Oh, and of course, my daughter-in-laws are like daughters to me, so obviously I've got all their names on my arm as well. Just love them all. And then we come to this one. It's called is a semicolon, and it says my story isn't over, and it's a sign for mental health issues, which means which means, you know, when a writer does a semicolon in a story, he can either continue or it can be the ending, so it's up for them to decide. So I decided, because I have had mental health issues for many years, this means a lot to me, and I put the semicolon and my story isn't over. So I love that one. Those two are together. And then, of course, I think the Happy Travellers, that's our emblem. And there's me and Steve and Pippin and our van, of course, as you see it everywhere, so I'm pleased with that one too. And this one, unfortunately, it's not quite finished. I couldn't get to see the lady again, and it just says find your road, which again is means a lot, because we're going to find which way we're going to go and where. You know, it's just exciting exploring, and adventures never end, do they? So when you're on the road, so that's that one. And I am very, very pleased with them all. And it gives me a great pleasure to see them all, absolutely all. So what I'm going to do is, in the future, I'm going to have some more tattoos done. So anyway, I hope that's explained them all, and thank you very much for watching, and thanks for the comments you left about them. Bye bye and thank you. Bye.